Below Deck and its sister show, Below Deck Mediterranean, have been huge hits for Bravo since the original series began in 2013. The on-screen drama keeps us tuning in, but here are some dark secrets about the Below Deck cast. If you thought that Chief Stew's Kate Chastain and Hannah Ferrier were best friends, think again. While the pair used to be on good terms, that all changed somewhere along the way, which Chastain revealed in a not-so-subtle Twitter post in September 2019. When asked by a fan why she appeared to be throwing shade at Ferrier, the Below Deck alum wrote of her Mediterranean counterpart, "Unfortunately, I don't consider people who talk poorly about me behind my back to be a friend."
We've worked on the same show for a while. If you say something, it's going to get back to me.
Chastain later elaborated on why she fell out with fellow Chief Stew Ferrier and told The Daily Dish, "A lot of people that work with Hannah also work with me, and people tell me things that are said. And so, at this point, it's just like I don't really want to be friends with somebody that said bad things about me." Basically, it's safe to say that there's no love lost between the two. In 2018, Below Deck's Captain Lee Rosbach revealed that being propositioned or flirted with by charter guests is just a normal part of the job. He told Fox News, "I think almost every charter captain has been propositioned several times in their careers in that fashion." Rosbach is happily married to his wife, Marianne, but fans will have seen him successfully fend off the advances of many intoxicated guests, however hard they've tried to seduce him. Below Deck Mediterranean star Brooke Lawton confirmed that she'd been propositioned while working on yachts. She told The Sun, "I was once asked to join a male boss in his hot tub. I felt uncomfortable, so I said I was working, and it wasn't very professional." There's also a certain expectation for stewardesses to dress up in order to impress guests. As Lawton told The Sun, girls do feel pressure to please their bosses. The owners also want their crew to be glamorous and well put together at all times. Manicured nails, no chipped polish, lipstick, immaculate hair. It's clearly far from an easy job, especially when you have to fend off unwanted advances from guests in the workplace. In Season 3 of Below Deck Mediterranean, Anastasia Surmava took on the roles of third stew and chef. While she handled both well, Surmava has had some tricky moments when getting strange requests from charter guests. She told Entertainment Tonight in June 2019, "I think the strangest thing a guest has ever asked me for was on their provisioning sheet, they had me stock their room and their friend's room with condoms and lubricant. That was a weird one. My shopping list went like tomatoes, avocados, bananas, condoms, lubrication, more condoms, and some bread."
The job I'm doing requires brain power, unlike vacuuming.
Meanwhile, Below Deck's Chief Stew Kate Chastain told Miami New Times in 2014, "I've had to cook filet for a Pomeranian. I've seen escorts walk onto a boat less than an hour after the wives and children left. Honestly, nothing really surprises me at this point. What happens on the yacht, stays on the yacht." Serious allegations. Caroline Bedall made a lasting impression during Season 6 of Below Deck when she had several disagreements with Kate Chastain. And after the season had finished, Bedall tweeted some allegations about Chastain, implying that the Chief Stew had been drinking alcohol on board. Bedall has since deleted her tweets, presumably because of the serious nature of her claims. Bedall ended up apologizing for alleging Chastain's supposed alcohol use in another since-deleted tweet, but her former Chief Stew was less than impressed. Chastain tweeted in response, "All the hideous, false things she has said about me have already been posted and reposted by various online tabloids, so the damage is done and permanent."
How can things go so pear-shaped in a couple of hours?
Since leaving Below Deck following Season 6, third stew Caroline Bedall definitely hasn't had it easy. In October 2018, it was reported that she'd had a run-in with the law after a warrant had allegedly been issued for Bedall's arrest. Per Radar Online, the TV stewardess skipped out on a mandatory court appearance for a case involving her pit bull. By March 2019, further hardships had befallen Bedall, who apparently became homeless after leaving the show. She told Radar Online, "I'm not looking for a homeless shelter to stay in, but I am homeless in the sense that I am in between homes. You get motels or hotels when you can. You sleep in your car if it's warm." Bedall found herself in even more trouble in June 2019. According to court documents obtained by Page Six, court records show that Bedall, 35, was arrested for larceny in the 6th degree in Danbury, Connecticut. It's impossible to deny that Badal's life has been filled with challenges since exiting Below Deck. In Season 3 of Below Deck, Raquel "Rocky" Dakota made a big splash as the third stewardess. From her secret shenanigans with bosun Eddie Lucas to her difficult relationship with Chief Stew Kate Chastain, Dakota's appearance on the show was pretty unforgettable. After filming ended, Rocky shared a social media post suggesting that she'd cooked for Captain Lee Rosbach and his wife in Florida, and that she often spoke on the phone with former cast member and deckhand Connie. However, it seems as though there was some bad blood between Dakota and the rest of the crew, as many of them took to Twitter to dispel these claims. Chastain tweeted, "FYI, Rocky is a flat-out liar. She never cooked for Captain Lee. Connie doesn't call her. Out of control." For his part, the captain was also quick to shut down the story, writing on Twitter, "No, she lied. She has never been to my home. That would take an invitation, and that simply didn't happen." After the rest of the yacht crew hit back at Rocky's claims, she was forced to reveal the truth on Twitter. She wrote, "True, Connie never calls me, and I don't hang with Captain Lee. It was a joke. Kate, Connie, and Lee hate me." It looks like we won't be seeing Dakota on another Below Deck crew anytime soon. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.